Hello, this is Elisada, and today I wanted to show you how to add and use macros in eClinicalWorks. A macro is commonly called auto text or quick text in other applications. It's where you can use a few keystrokes to enter a big paragraph that you commonly use, for example. So let's go ahead and add a macro, modify one, delete one, and then use it in the application. So the way to access this is a little hidden. It's under EMR menu, miscellaneous, and there it is, macro. So that's where you do it. Let's go ahead and add one. So here's the macro screen. You can name it. Let's just name one demo 4 and demo 4, and then whatever you type here, this is, this is the paragraph. Anyways, you can type whatever you want in this paragraph and save it. And save. Okay, so you type in a whole paragraph here. You can then find it. You can delete it, which I'm going to go ahead and do. You can edit it and modify it. So it's very common sense stuff. I'm going to show 3 examples. We got one called K and sodium and then plan. Okay, so K, sodium. We'll just use those for a moment here. So I'm going to delete it. I'm going to exit out of this screen. So how do you access your macros? So you have to remember the name of the macro to begin with, but let's go to places where you can type, such as HPI. So in the window where you type in any information, you can access the macro by remembering what it's called. So mine was called K, and the way to access it is Control space. Okay, and mine is NA Control space. Now, one thing that others have used in the past is something like .k. In eClinicalWorks, it does not like you to name the macros as .k. So you can't do that. So you have to name it the normal name, like K or whatever you want to name it. But you can't put the dot in front of it. Now, it'll prompt you if you try to do that. Now, you can add your macros, use your macros in these places where you can type. I found a few caveats where it doesn't work very well, but there's a workaround. For example, in the treatment area, this is an area where I like to give instructions to my patient. And under the notes section, the patients will have access to the instructions when we print out the patient summary, or if I post it to the web, they will have access. If I type anything in the clinical notes section, they don't see it. This gets saved to the progress note, but the patients do not see it. So under the notes section, I'm going to go ahead and show you that if I tried it, it won't work. NA and control space, and you get nothing. So like, well, that's frustrating. Well, there's a workaround. You just hit the browse. And in this screen, NA control space, it worked. So whatever your macro is in this screen, it works. Now you also notice these are keywords. There's also keywords on the left side. And these keywords are like macros, but they're available to everybody. So across the region, so anybody who has access to eClinicalWorks here will have access to these keywords. So you have to be careful. There's a whole bunch. You can tell others have created some. They might use their first name or initials when you're creating one. So I created one called NEF NSAIDs. And there it just populated a paragraph that I typed in there for the NSAIDs. You can modify that by clicking that down arrow and update whatever you want to update. You can delete it. You can delete it and so forth. Well, I'm not going to delete right now, but you can create new ones and update it in these keywords. So keywords is a good place, and the macros are a good place. So those are the 2 main areas to use the macros. I hope that was helpful. Have a good day.